Okay folks, so today we're doing a large volume, more or less emergency water change. When we had the heater fail and we had to redo a bunch of things, it caused a big ammonia spike in the system, and as a result now we started losing fish. So I've got I netted out 5 dead ones yesterday, and I've got probably 10 more dead there, and we lost probably 4 or 5 throughout the first couple of days. And I just figured it was due to the stress of it, you know, not really the ammonia spike. But I tested the water last night. The water was ammonia was off the charts, nitrates were off the charts. Nitrites were about mid-range, so, you know, higher than I'd like. Well, alright, sorry about that. I got cut off in the middle of that first video explaining why I was doing it. But more or less, yeah, the water quality went to crap because of that, when the heater melted down and they had the fish went without filtration for 2 or 3 days, and just everything, I mean, a lot of shock and stress on the fish. But anyway, what we did was, this is the only tank again that has fish in it, so we drained it down. We had it well down over halfway, kind of about here, for that second bar up, so you can see we drained it over halfway. And I just do that by draining it out. I just pull that cap where I showed you earlier when I was filming. And I always have the best way because it washes out the dirt, runs out under the wall, which the wall is elevated, so it's not like it's washing out the actual foundation. You can see over there that little wooden, looking like a little wooden fence, that's the outside, so it just runs outside, but still, it's better to direct it with some plumbing. But anyway, we just drained it down real quick. And now, you know, they want warm water, and our heater can't keep up that fast to fill up, so what we actually do is we run a garden hose from the house. I tied in where the washing machine hooks up for hot water, so I run a garden hose out here, and I have a 30-gallon trash can that you may have caught a glimpse of sitting here. We fill it up with hot water from the water heater, it's about 110 degrees, and then I filled up the main sump here with cold water from the tap, put prime in both of them, you know, to stabilize and get the chloramines out, and then we just turn them both on at the same time. So I'll pump in really hot water at the same time that I'm pumping in cooler water. Blends pretty good, and tank temperature always stayed. Right now it's showing 80.2, it looks like, 80.1. It was at 79 before we started, so I think it got as high as 81.5, so pretty good. Didn't really shock the fish a whole lot with a high temperature swing. But we got it running again now. The pump's kicked on, running, and I'm just trying to get my rates stabilized. Like I said, I'm trying to get, right now it looks like the pump is maybe outrunning the water flow just a little bit. Eventually it will all stabilize, minus, you know, air loss to friction. So I'm just kind of watching it, kind of babysitting around to make sure everything lines out and I don't pump the sump dry or overflow the tank. So anyway, yeah, emergency water change. Definitely keep track of your water quality, especially if you have a big shock like I did with the meltdown. Really, while fixing and working on that system, I did one big water change. But it just wasn't enough with the fish going without filtration for a couple of days. With that, you know, we're already at a high stocking level. So, you know, keep track of that stuff for sure. Definitely, actually, I also added more K1. I ordered it in already. I hadn't put it in yet, so I added more in. Obviously, that should help with the biological filtration that we need. But I've got to find a better way. What I want to try to do is see about using one of these spare tanks next time that's not running anyway, and just get the water all to the right temperature ahead of time, and then when I go to do a water change, I'll just drain that tank out, pump it over from that tank, and be done. That would be ideal. So that's what we'll shoot for next time.